anak sa Dios nga labawng gamhanan. Si Jesus mao ang hari sa tanan.
Gipakatao mo si Jesus nga mao ang among Diyos.
Hi everyone, my name is Andy Patania Matthew. Join me as we learn and unlearn things and make new discoveries. This is AnDiscoveries. Today's episode is a discovery of the first ever replica of the Capelinha de Fatima in Asia, specifically located here in Tinubdan Hills, Barangay Lambusan, in the northern town of San Remigio Cebu. In the spring of 1916, three shepherd children, Lucia dos Santos and her cousins Francisco and Jacinta Marto, reported three apparitions of an angel in Valinhos. Beginning on May 13 the year after, they had 6 apparitions of the Blessed Virgin Mary in Cova da Iria in Fatima, a Portuguese town 70 miles north of Lisbon. The children described what they saw as a lady more brilliant than the sun, who encouraged them to pray the rosary for world peace, and over the course of her 6 apparitions, gave the children 3 secrets. She promised a miracle in October, and on the 13th of that month, a crowd of perhaps 70,000 people witnessed a miraculous solar phenomenon in which the sun appeared to fall towards the earth. After initially questioning the authenticity of the children's visions, the Vatican accepted them as appearances of the Virgin Mary, and Fatima became the location of one of the greatest Marian shrines in the world, visited by thousands of pilgrims each year. Thanks to the initiatives of the Filipino International Board of Trustees of the World Apostolate of Fatima, who spearheaded the collaborative efforts among the clergy and faithful, devotees no longer have to go abroad just to visit the Capelinha de Fatima or the Chapel of Our Lady of Fatima in Portugal, as we now have our own replica, which is the first in Asia and 4th in the world, along with the United States, Brazil, and Puerto Rico. Today we are with Brother Reynald Andales. He is the Executive Director of Tres Pastorinos de Fatima Foundation. Tres Pastorinos, sir, in English means the 3 children of Fatima, and he is also one of the International Board of Trustees of the World Apostolate of Fatima International. Welcome, sir, to the show. Maayong adlaw kanimo.
May adlaw sa tanan nga tanaw karon na to.
Brother Reynald, can you tell us about the history first? Let's start with the origins. Giunsa ninyo pag-conceptualize aning Capelinha de Fatima din sa Cebu?
Actually, the Capelinha de Fatima was originated in Fatima, Portugal, during the apparition of Our Lady in Fatima way back 1917. And then, ganong nahitabo siya, one of our colleagues in the apostolate, Sister Nida Ramirez, was part of the International Board of Trustees. At that time also, I was the National President of the World Apostolate of Fatima in the Philippines. When Sister Nida died, I was been nominated to replace his place in the international. So that time, that was the year 2014 when I joined the international board, and then it was also the time that the slot for the 4th Capelinha replica
was
is
open.
And then it was offered to us the national leaders of the WAF International in different countries who will receive or who will receive the challenge to build the 4th replica of the world. You know, so
And this is the first in Asia.
yes, and at first I was hesitant because
Basig di kaya.
basig di kaya, basig di ko kita sa lot. Then the first thing I asked, what is the requirement of the lot?
Yes. Unsa may requirements, sir?
So they gave me a minimum of 2 hectares because you need a wide grounds for the pilgrim. You know? Just like in Fatima, it is like in Cova da area because it can accommodate, I think, 20,000 people there. So at least here, for the two hectares, we can gather almost 10,000 like that. No? So yes, then I received the challenge. I get the challenge. So
And this was in what year, ganit?
2014.
2014.
2014. So when I get back here in the Philippines, because that time we're having our meeting in Czech Republic that time. So when I get back here in the Philippines, I open to the national officers about the slot. Then I ask them for the help because this is for the national. So the search of the lot is starting. So I went, since we have a regular Pilgrim Virgin visitation, wherein I am the escort of the Blessed Virgin, an image from Portugal when it came here in the Philippines. So I'm the one who accompanied the image in the Philippines.
All around.
Kung asa siya magpikuyok.
Okay.
Then I open every dioceses I visited. I really opened this
Na kaninga project.
who can give us the lot or to be built with Capelinha. Some are at first here in Cebu there is one, but the site of the lot is not so conducive for like this, no? Because
Asa unta ni brother?
It's top of the mountain in Compostela.
Compostela.
Because the lot was it was a dump site way back many years ago. Then I was afraid if ever it will be built there, then if people are coming there, nagdion niya makadaog sa weight sa mga tao basig simba ko landslide. So
mo dahili ang yuta.
we tore it down and
Okay.
then we continue the search until naabot kog Mindanao. Sa Mindanao po naapoy nag-offer namo. Dili siya bundok, kundi patag na gid siya. It's a 2 hectare lot. And then after that, when I presented to, because every time I find a lot, i-present mo gid na ako sa international before na sila i-go. Pag-present ako sa Mindanao, ni-no man sila.
Nga naman,
because
brother.
of the place Mindanao. Because we have also kanang sensor siguro nila sa mga area kung kani orange, kani okay ana ba. Pag yung Mindanao orange man siya, ay lang Mindanao. So I continue. Then naabot big Dalaget. A good person also offered her lot at the top of the mountain the same. But the problem there is the mountain is too rocky.
Bati pa ang daan pa dong
Tamdanan sa
dito.
Sibuyas. Tuol gid siya sa Osmeña
Peak.
Yeah. The weather is cold, no? So nindot tunta kayo. Pero muna katong problema. Pagkatanaw nimo sa inyo Ruben,
Lisod.
medyo 50-50 pa mi. Nindot ang place pero layo pag kayo niya.
Ang gianan sa pagpadulong dito, dili pa
okay man
kay
siya simentado man, pero pagpasod na nimo sa site, lisod kay naay mga plantation sa mga sibuyas. So pila istorya, turn down po na mo. So we continue the search until this sister, the sister of Father Lyndon Ruiz, because we're so close friends sa ilang community, sa Society of Angel of Peace, nag-abot mi sa despedida party ni Bishop Dennis Villarojo before he was being transferred to Malolos. Then we asked the sisters, can you help us pray that we can find a lot?
This was in what year na, sir?
That was 2019.
Tuod gid ang
Yeah.
panahon no
Yes,
sa pagpangita
yes.
lang gid sa perfect spot.
Yeah.
So,
So,
5 years,
5 years.
after the 2014 ninyo
Yeah.
nga first kuan.
5 years searching for the lot. Then after, when Sister Lawrence know about what we are looking for, he said, wait, Father Lyndon is looking also a community because he wants to give a lot. So, kung sa magidakon sa yuta, sister, yun siya, kamula istorya. So, pila istorya, nag-istorya kami Father Lyndon, dito sa opisina na mo. Then, yang i-present po, yang desire po niya, unta, ang yang matagaan, magamit dito sa religious something. Go, perfect kay Father. They were looking for a lot, nakabutang yun sa Capelinha. So, sige, prato sa tanawon. So, timing po, that year 2000 pagtando niya, that was 2019. 2019, naami caravan, rosary caravan sa Bantayan Island. Bantayan Island. Niko, after we have our rosary caravan,
Happy to ninyo.
mag-abot ta diri Father. So, dito rami sa bridge, kaya wala pa maning road network din eh. Kanang bridge sa Lambusan,
Oo.
diha mi nagtudlo-tudlo sa bukid. Kana diha ang bukid na.
Mao na siya.
Sige Father, atong ingnon si Monsignor, if okay siya nga lot, we will proceed to the next step. So, right after we talk with Father Lindon, tama po nga si Monsignor Ruben nagmisa diha sa St. Michael the Archangel Parish. So, nagstorya sila, ila pong gihapit dito, gihapon sila sa bridge. Pagtanaw ni Monsignor Ruben, sa okay ko ani doon. Okay ko ani. So, pag humanag story ni Father Lindon, kitawagan po ko niya dayon nga okay ang place. So, our next step is to have an inspection. Pero namingaw pa nakadyot, no? Kay muto lagi ang lot ni Father Lindon wala pa may saktong papers. So bantulot po ko nga mo hiccup kay wala pa may kanang saktong papers. But there's a voice telling me lihok na.
Really?
Lihok na. So I talked to Father Lindon. Father Lindon, if you want hikapo na mo imong yuta for the development with your permission if it is okay. So Father Lindon, tando man siya. Siya, maglibas ako na. Basta ang intention is mono gina siya. Oh, good. Our next step is, let's go with the mayor. Manangid na dito, I will present the project. O ako ni bahala, basta i-book ko sa mayor sa San Remigio para mag-istorya ta.
And the mayor at that time was
Mayor Mar Martinez. So, pila ra istorya, Sunday came, ni timing po na si Mayor Mar nagsimba niya, nagsinulog man to si Father Lindon that time. Nag-istorya silang duha, yung hunga na project niya mga mayor. Pero pag-inspection pa may mayor. Unsang pagkaunsan ingon mas mayor, uban na lang ang inspection ko muna. So, nangatkat mi din ni isudjuging daan yun.
So, wapa to yung mga tarong nga agyanan.
Dito pa may nag-agid anang sa Lambusan, sa kakanaog ni Pangpang, together with the mayor, city engineer, the surveyors, the sisters, si Father. Pag-abot na mo diri sa Mabaw, so why duha akong gi-present ang plan. Ang project. So, unsang kuan nga, smooth sailing ra jud kayo. Namutana si Mayor Canos amo datong groundbreaking ani. So, right there and then, I made a tentative schedule, February 20, 2020. And the date sa among inspection, January 28, 2020. How many days na lang para sa groundbreaking?
Pero sir, question, the first time that you actually stepped foot on the area, was there anything special na inyong na-feel? It was really a message
we have a sign. When pag-abot yun mo din sa Imabaw, nagyo sa kasayan nga ninyo kung mao na yun eh.
Unsa man ang na-sign, sir?
Because at the top of this hill, Tinubdan Hills, there is a small chapel here in honor of Saint Michael the Archangel. And the Saint Michael the Archangel in Fatima, the angel of peace was Saint Michael the Archangel. Because during the apparition, before the apparition of Our Lady, the angel of peace appeared first. Naguna ang anghel sa kalinaw na pakita sa Lukabata to prepare them for the coming of our Blessed Mother. Also, that was my sign. Pagkita na ko sa chapel diri nga Saint Michael, niko, this is it.
So, way pagduha-duha?
This is it. So, mo to nga, among gipresent piyo, ang madre, yun siya, maglisod man dyan kayo na mahitabo doon, kaya wala pa tayo road network. And beside, kita biya ka sa itong gagian, unsa man ito pagpalis sa itong obispo. Ito i-helicopter. So, mo to, niko, pwede man siguro itong hangyon na si Mayor, o dili siya ganahan sa kanang date, ito lang i-move kanang kuan. So, pag ingon naman ni Mayor, nagsistorya mi dito, na mahami sa kanang balay diha. So, kung sa itanaw ni Masakuan Mayor sa date, is it feasible or impossible? And siya, kung saan mo na February 20 ko, why I choose February 20 Mayor? Because February 20 is the feast of Saint Francisco and Santa Marta, the two children of Fatima, baguhay lang yun na himong santos. And also, it is the 100 years and death anniversary of Saint Sister Jacinta. So, So, kana na lang, dili na to na imove. So, I was really wondering how
So, ni pag-abot dire.
So, one of the surveyors is there is another way there in Takop, the neighboring barangay. We can find a place there nga maato ta mag-entrance. Tapos, di kay siya kanang lisod agion kay hinay-hay ra compared here.
Rough road
ana-ana
pagit
di
kayo.
no? So, pag-abot na mo dito, the mayor was really eagerly decided nga siya ato na ni sugdan. So he instructed the city engineer to bring a promissory note and a bulldozer nga ilig-adto nimo sa mga balay-balay dito, mga property nga lot, papirma ha kay buhatan na tugdan. No? February 1 is nagsugod ang pag-bulldoze dan. In a matter of 11 days, nabot gyud ang bulldozer dinhi. Feast of Our Lady of Lourdes.
Really?
And wa pa may kibaw nga Tinubdan Hills ba dinhi?
Oh.
We found out sa mga locals diri nga the name of the hill was Tinubdan Hills. In English, Source Hill. Source of grace, source of what? Or anything was a source, Tinubdan. No? So, the more ko nga na-excited kay tungod sa pangalan niya ng St. Michael nga chapel, no? So, naabot diri, then the groundbreaking happened on February 20.
Pero sir, from the other countries, walay lain nga ni-apply to be the fourth location of this replica.
Once nga na ay i-offer na niya na ninidawat nga country, dili na nila i-open og lain. Dili na ilumba. Kung
So
dili,
walay murag competition nga
wala.
mahitabo.
So kung na yung apply line, pang fifth na siya.
Okay.
Pang 6 na po ito sa. No? Actually, na coming karon the 5th replica, the 6th and the 7th.
Asa man nga mga areas,
The 5th
brother?
is in Panama. Wa pa na, so kuan pa na sila ron, napa na sila sa papel pa on planning stage. Then sa Czech Republic, naka-groundbreaking na sila last month. Then Samoa in Oceania. So these three are coming, no? Para kay the aim of the WAF International is to bring Fatima closer to the people, especially in every region.
Yes.
No? So, muna hitabo. So, this is the miracle and this is the tanang mo, Diyos sa Espiritu Santo. Kaya ano man, kung wala pa may maka-groundbreak sa February 20, March came and we have COVID-19. We have the lockdown.
Bitaw, no? Di na mo makasuroy-suroy.
Maglisod na may himo sa among mga lihok. So, definitely, unahan dito sa mayor ang mga tao.
Essentials.
Ang mga tao. Maglisod yung pandeli. Yeah, in fact, the road network here was covered under the LGU. So, wala gibi na spend in even a single centavo para sa road network. No?
So, since that groundbreaking, brother, unsa man ang mga challenges ngayon na encounter this time when coming up with the funds, because this is a 35 million pesos worth nga project.
When pag-abot na din wala pa may amount sa project kung pila. So pag bulldoze na din, then I started drafting because I'm the one drafting the plans from the plans from Portugal. Akong gi-draft kay paano gid ipasunod magintanan. So when nangita ko contractor nga mo estimate kung pila. So nakita mi contractor din lang sa Bugo local, o estimate niya pa yung mga 32 to 33 na. Ay mo dako gyud. Wasa ka kung ngita kwarta ni. So mo na I presented to the group sa mga sa foundation nga mo ni siya amount mo ni siya kanang ano na to. So sugod na tagpangita kwarta. Kay wala nag-groundbreaking naman ta.
Yes.
So muna nahinay kitungod sa COVID. So it was totally wag mi movement yun. Pero the sacraments and the practices nagpadayon gud bisag na COVID. We are very thankful with Father Lindon because Father Lindon mosaka gud sa diri kada 13. Magdalag pipila ka tawo nga magmisa diri sa hawanan. Nya magrosaryo sila before sila magmisa every morning. Kanang atong schedule diri nga kanang 4 or 5 muna ilang iisa ka po diri. So hantod nga 5, 6, 7 hantod nga pag-abot na sa October ningon jud ko magsugod na ta. Kay mawagtang niya ni atong hype ba nga
Yeah.
magsugod ta
Kind of work ang adrenaline nga nasugdan na.
mapaong. So then when I review the history of the Capelinha in Fatima, Portugal, it was constructed during the Spanish flu. It's a pandemic also.
Mao ba?
Oo. So muna, and it is 1920. And that year is 2020. So it's a 100-year anniversary since from the construction of the Capelinha in Fatima,
Nag-goosebumps
Portugal.
ko. Naminaw.
So, pag iyon ko, this is it. We will start the project bisag wate korta. No? October 13, we start the project. Then somebody give us a donation. 20 post-dated checks with 20,000 pesos each check. So every time kay pang sweldo ra lagi ko no kay kana kapilya lagi gamay ra kapilya so kaya ra ka nang isweldo ang 20,000 sa semana ang bulan. Pero di gyud kaya gyud sa ko imong tanawon. So mo to among gikuan. Pag abot sa October 13, unsa yung mga na-clearing nga check mong gi-forward sa contractor. So hinahinay. So ang nahitabo lang gid ato, the contractor also was eager to help us, no? Eager to help us. So hinahinay wala gyud maputol, pero naabot gyud ang punto nga kinahanglan na gyud paspasan. Kay kanang kung madrag og tinuod sig mawad-ang gyud og kanang gana ba. So what we did, meeting sa foundation nga sa may angay atong buhaton ni Senior. So we really look for sponsors. So I made kanang nagbuhat ko pamphlets, nagbuhat ko mga flyers sa social media po para pagtabang nga help build the Capelinha. No? So dito nag-start and then
This is where also Father Ubod came into the picture.
Father Ubod came into the picture when Monsignor Rubensa di ni madag kita ra. So we need a help. Kung mga gitagtabang nyo, di gid pwedeng ato-atoon na ni kay kung ato-atoon na ni basig mapuno tas utang aninyo, no? So mo to nga decision na sa board nga magpatabang tang Father Ubod. So when we presented to Father Ubod, ganahan man po sa Father Ubod makatabang. So mo to, with the help of Father Ubod, na-present na katong budget. Sige, so dugay pa kayo ni sugod sa Father Ubod that time. When we present the project to him, I think after we present 2 months pa wala pa siya nilihok. No? But the moment nga ni
Sugod siya.
sugod na
Sunod-sunod
si
na.
Father Ubod, paspas di kayo dagan sa progress. And in fact before that, when before si Father Ubod isuod sa project na mo, kami nangutang gid mi together with the engineer, nag-face value na gid ang gigamit pa doon sa hardware kinahanglan na gid makautang.
Makapalit ang mga materyales.
So gipautang mi sa hardware, mo ni challenge na mo. Gipautang mi sa hardware. Yes, worth 7 million. Nya post-dated check. So kanira nga ligri. Kay every month na may mo clear 1.5 million. Saon man ni? Yung tawag niya, brother, natay ma-clear 1 million next week. Kaya prepare lang niya kay basig mo untol atong chikit patay kang bata ka. So mo to ang what I did, I called Mr. Robin, natay kaming mo-clear nga check worth 1 million. So pila may nauna to? Nga may pag-junior, mga 200,000 pa ninyo. So with the help also with Mr. Robin, sa mga kailan niya nga mga generous people, murag pagpabaga na ligis na lignaw nga ni bisag pandemic. Listen ba kay doon sa una kay pandemic. So grasya lagi sa Ginoo kay mga tao nga gipanduol na mo mihatag yun, no? So katong every week nga every month nga mo clear nga 1.5, 1.2, 1 million na cover gyud na mo. No?
Murag maingon gyud ni mo brother no that it really is part of his beautiful plan.
Ang iyag yung kuan gyud nga mo gyud mahitabo. Yeah. When Father Ubod came, medyo nagangana mo nga wala na may tintong naghangos og gapas sa mga bero nun. No? So imagine in a matter of 2 months with the help of Father Ubod na nag-gather na mo ang amount cost for the project. No? So mo to na paspas ang trabaho. Paspas ang trabaho. So wala na may mag-all. Yeah. Even Father Ubod told us this is the only project nga wa pa mahuman ang construction na may budget kompleto na. So di gyud ka magkautang-utang, no? So muna pasalamat gyud sa mga tao. Even ang nindot kinahitabo gud dinhi. Maski mga gamay nga mga negosyante, maski mamaligya og budbud, mamaligya og kanang pintos,
Mo donate.
Nananguha sila nga magatatag sila.
Itong mga kaigsuon ng mga OFWs.
Yes, imagine, napay ni usan ni atong opisina sa parokya ni Padre Lindon. Nada siya ang 1,000 kay iguro ni tigom-tigom jud kuno.
Mo ba?
Ginan siya siyang budbud para lang gyud siya makatabas sa Capelinha. So inana ba kakuan nga daghan po kay mga small business nga ganahan gyud sila matabang. Pero sa a small amount wala gyoy gamay nga dili dawaton sa Ginoo basta gikan sa kasing-kasing.
How would you explain Capelinha de Fatima to someone nga dili pa kayo familiar kung unsa gyud ni about? I know nga daghan especially the very religious, the faithful, but katong mga nanguryoso ba nga wa pa sila idea unsa man gyud ni siya dinhi, unsa ang ilang makita?
Ang Capelinha gyud sa mga katong first time gyud makanog unsa
Yes.
Capelinha is sa English na siya is a chapel of apparition, a small chapel of the apparition. And that chapel also is the one being requested by Our Lady to build in honor of the Lady of the Rosary. So people are coming here are encouraged to pray the Rosary. Dili lang mo kami ari diri mag-picture lang na para kinakaadto ko. No. This is a place for prayer. This is a place for reconciliation. No, this is a place to renew your strength, to renew your your spiritual life here. No? Ang daghan na kay mga testimony diri, ari nila sila ang gyud ang magibati og Marimez Capelinha.
At peace kayo sila.
And always remember, when you visit the Capelinha replica here in San Remigio, it's the same blessing when you visit
in Portugal. So di nakakinahanglan mo larga.
Yes, nana dinhi sa ato
Sige ko. So karon brother, if you would allow us to do a walkthrough
Yes.
sa atong makitaan para ato sang ma-explain sa atong mga viewers katong mga nanguryoso nga muanhi dinhi sa lungsod sa San Remigio aron ma-experience nila ang Capelinha de Fatima sa Portugal.
Yeah.
Sige, so ato i-walkthrough,
Sige, okay.
brother.
This is the actual Capelinha. Ang kaning makita ninyo, covering ra ni siya. In every country dili parehas og covering. It depends upon the culture, no?
Okay.
Especially, for example, in Puerto Rico, that's the one of the replica being constructed in the world, no? So ang dito sa Puerto Rico shed type lang. Pero sa ato gikopya gito hastang covering
Sa Portugal.
So
in
no?
exactly the same thing gyud ato
Same makita
makitaan.
nimo. So kani siya makita nimo diha. Muna siya ang Capelinha gyud kanang gamay nga kapilya. No, that one.
Kana siya lagi
Yeah.
kana.
And then,
Pero this is off limits.
off limits, labi na karon nga na-consecrate na nato, no? Ang para gyud diha kung magrosaryo, magmisa, kung makasaka diha katulad yung personnel nga entitled nga na diha.
Pero what's inside the
Yeah.
if you open the door, brother?
Inside the Capelinha is a Blessed Sacrament. So na diha ang Blessed Sacrament, then napo diha ang kanang murag gamay nga kanang arko nga isuod ang birhen. No, kay labi na kana iyang image karon diha sa Portugal. Ang original isuod nila sa suod niya, butangan na nila katong replica nga ibutang lang sa diha sa ordinary days. Mugawas lang siya kung may fiesta every 13th of the month, no, mo sa siya procession, no? And when you look at the Capelinha, kanang na-glass niya na image ni Mama Mary dito sa Portugal, muna siya ang site kung asa gyud nagpakita ang Mahal na Birhen. Na diyan katong home oak tree sa ilalom niya mismo the site. So munang lagi sa pirmi sa gawas, no? So makita nimo din sa sanctuary sa Capelinha, siyempre ang lingkuranan, ang altar, ang ambo, the presider's chair, and then kaning crucifix, no? So ang kanang glass pod ma-retract na siya kung tangtangon na to ang image ni Mama Mary, musaka na ang glass. Musaka na siya ang glass. The same also here. Musaka na siya kung i-remove na to ang image ni Mama Mary.
Okay.
No? So,
But the only people allowed inside, members of the clergy,
clergy niya, kaming nag-manage sa shrine.
Okay.
No? So, here in Capelinha, na kaning nani, dito sa Portugal, napoy ka ng tiles nga ipang handpaid po dito. So, gisunod po na nato dito.
Really?
No? But this one, kaning ato is made in Iloilo. No? So, ari ibutang ang mga flowers nga i-offer sa mga pilgrims. Okay. No? And
Tanisha, brother, this is the actual relic of
relic of Jacinta and Francisco.
Kanisha.
Okay.
Then, kung ni siya naabot kanong adlaw? Or last night?
Dugay na ni sa amo di ang katong gida karon na sa altar gi-embed katong during the consecration so na diha ilalom, no? Ug mo ning gamiton ng mga andas every time nga every 13th of the month mo ni siya isakyan sa Mahal na Birhen. You also copied it also in Portugal kasi ang andas ginana. No?
So out of the 4 existing mga replicas, ang diri sa Philippines Cebu in particular, ang pinaka-exactly the same.
Yes, pinaka duol yun sa original dito sa Portugal. If you can see,
yes, brother,
this
go
is
ahead.
kung makita ni mo, unsa man din siya, kani paraasam din
Bitaw,
in Portugal,
railings.
wala pang kita mahuman aning grounds ani no.
Oo.
Dito daghan man kay magpenitensya, especially kanang mag-Lent season. Ang every pilgrim nga umadto dito, labi nag-encourage juga kanang magpenitensya ka. This one is a grab bar. The people will pray the rosary around the Capilina, around this ground. So, i-demonstrate na ko ninyo, makana siya. When you pray the rosary, like that, we'll go around the chapel until such time mahuman sa rosaryo. No?
So, people are allowed to go inside to do
as
this?
long as they pray the rosary, then doing the penitence here inside. So, in this Lent season, Semana Santa, kung ganahan mo magrosaryo, sulod sa Capelinha, magluhod mo. Magluhod yun.
So, unsa tawag de ani nga area, Brother Reynald? Kaning atong himutangan karon.
Ang kani, kuha na yun siya. Penitence area ni siya din.
Penitence area.
Oh.
But usually, you don't open this one to the public.
No,
Diha ra gyud sa-
panagsara gyud, yeah. Ang sa public kayo, kani ra gyud na yung mga benches. They will pray the rosary. But if they want to pray the rosary, kneeling down here, they can
Okay
go
ra.
inside and go around. No?
So, muna, that's the only murag circumstance nga pwede sila pasudlon din
Dili na mo sa restrict nga mag-ampo sa rosaryo nga go
Sa
around.
symbolism aning nga gesture, brother.
Ang gesture is kuan yun siya, penitensya. Sometimes prayer with sacrifice is very essential when we ask something for the Lord. Lagi ka na bang kanang
Kita gyud ang pagpanginulsol.
Kita nimo nga nagbasol ka o kanang igir gyud ka nga sa imong
I-repent
gipangayo.
ka,
Oh.
yes.
So by that gesture also, the prayers you ask from God, mahatag na po na yun. No? But it really depends on your heart. No? Sometimes gesture also is not enough if your heart is not also sincere. No?
So brother, this one is only the phase 1 no
Phase
of
one.
the development. So didto diha sa likod daghan pag mga projects like you have the Stations of the Cross, katong
Yes.
Rosary Garden nga umaabot pa.
So ang kaning lot na to because ang lot nga gihatag sa tuwa is 3 hectares. But we only occupied right now is 1.5 hectare.
Dako
So
pag
the other half
i-develop.
of the donated lot will be used for development and in creating Station of the Cross, Rosary Garden, the sites of the Angel of Peace, the Valinos, everything what is in Fatima, we will try to bring it here in Cebu.
So time frame ana brother.
Time frame from now, it will take siguro mga 5 years. So hopefully,
Okay,
it depends upon the
Budget.
the response of the people who will help us. No, the more help, the faster the project will be realized. No? And also the phase 3 here is very unique because that part here, the small hill here, will be constructing a 50-foot high statue. This statue is different from other statue nga imo makita.
Statue of Our Lady of
Is
Fatima.
a statue of Our Lady of Fatima, pero expose iyang heart because this is the apparition not in Fatima but in Pontevedra, Spain during the time na when Lucia was a nun, asking Our Lady appear to Sister Lucia asking for reparation on the first Saturday. So this building here, a gazebo with the structure of Our Lady, reminds each one of our pilgrims that to do reparation on the first Saturday. No? Because it is unique, not only the image is with Our Lady and the child Jesus beside Our Lady.
Wow.
No? So this is very unique image you'll find here in Cebu.
As
No?
in-
And also, Our Lady is holding her heart, and that heart will be glowing in actual once it will be constructed, and
Kanindot.
the fisherman can see far away that we are near in Capelinha because we saw the heart of Our Lady. No? And also Fatima also is devotion to the Immaculate Heart of Mary. The message is devotion to the Immaculate Heart of Mary. So that's why we really choose that kind of image so that it will be unique, and also it will remind our pilgrims the heart of Mary is always listening to us.
Exactly. Brother, grabe no, these are very wonderful developments that we're all looking forward to. But the place itself, phase 1 itself, is already absolutely beautiful. Congratulations. And dagan kayong salamat sa imong efforts since 2014.
This is not only my effort, but the effort of everyone.
Brother, if pwede nimong ma-invite ang atong mga viewers nga wala pa makaanhi, especially nga si Mana Santa na in a few days, unsa lang imong mga reminders sa mga gustong mo bisita dinhi, because it's not just a tourist attraction, di ba? Unsa lang imong gustong iingon sa ato ang mga faithful?
To all our viewers here in Cebu and those outside Cebu that want to come here in Capelinha de Fatima Replica, especially Lent season na, if you come here, bring your heart, talk to Our Lady, heart to heart. And then also this place is a place of reconciliation, because this coming Lent season, there will be a confession, no? Confession. And when you come here, just pray, no? Pray with Our Lady, and shoot na tanan nimong problema sa atong Mama Mary, kay He will listen to us.
Thank you so much, Brother Reynald.
You're welcome.
As in, daghan kayong salamat for all the efforts, for initiating this, for saying yes to the challenge.
Yes.
If had it not been for that yes in 2014,
The only requirement in everything is yes, no? Even Mary, when the angel Gabriel
appeared, yeah.
asked him, the answer is yes. No? You have to say yes so that everything will follow.
God bless you, brother. The blessing and consecration of the Capelinha de Fatima in Tinubdan Hills, Barangay Lambusan, San Remigio was recently held on Monday dawn, April 4, 2022, joined by more than 6,000 pilgrims and church officials, both local and international, including Reverend Father Francisco Pereira, chaplain of the Santuario de Fatima in Portugal, and Nuno Prazeres, Executive Director of the WAF and International Secretariat of the Domus Pacis in Fatima. The event started on the evening of April 3, which included various activities such as a stage play on the apparition of the Our Lady of Fatima, an overnight vigil, praying of the rosary in different languages, confessions along the sides of the chapel, and then the Fatima experience, the candlelit procession with the replica of the Capelinha image of Our Lady of Fatima all the way from Fatima, Portugal, which was then brought inside the Capelinha for its official enthronement. A Holy Mass was then celebrated by Cebu Archbishop Jose Palma, and during the rite, the relics of Saints Jacinta and Francisco Marto were encased in the altar of the chapel.
Ipakatao ka sa kalibutan, aron ipanamkon mo sa sabakan. Anak sa Dios, nga labahong gamhanan.
For those planning to visit the chapel, especially this Holy Week, take note that there are several routes leading to the site, which are accessible by private vehicles. Our team chose to pass through the access route in the town of Tabogon. Concessionaires selling food around the area are not permanent, so it's best to bring your own food and water. For those planning to stay overnight, a Pilgrim's Inn has just opened right beside the chapel, which offers dormitory-style rooms ranging from 1,000 pesos to 5,000 pesos that can accommodate up to 12 people. And most importantly, aside from taking pictures, always remember that the Capelinha de Fatima is a holy place meant for prayer and intercession to the Blessed Mother.
Viva Maria!
Pueblo Amante de Maria, people in love with Mary. Father Catalino Arevalo, a Jesuit theologian and Mariologist, once said that to truly understand Filipino Catholics, one must understand their deep love for Mary. And indeed, this new Capelinha de Fatima will even further strengthen the Marian devotion of Filipinos, not just here in Cebu, but across the country. This has been Andy for AnDiscoveries.
Our Lady of Fatima, we come on bended knee to beg your intercession for peace and unity. Dear Mary, won't you show us the right and shining ways? We pledge our love and offer you a rosary each day. You promised at Fatima each time that you appear to help us if we